Welcome to Somerset Berkley Regional for boys basketball. The Durfee Hilltoppers visit the Blue Raiders. Hello again, everybody. Thanks for tuning in to this collaborative effort here between Somerset Berkley Regional's television program and Fred TV Channel 9 over at Durfee High School. Evan Massoud here with you at the new school. Great to be here. This place is awesome. We hope that you stick around for the whole night. Both teams come into play 1-1 early on the season, with Durfee beating Bishop Fian on the road and then losing at East Providence on the road. So they're 1-1. On the other side, Somerset Berkley lost their opener to Apponequet at Apponequet, then came home for the home opener and took care of business against Dighton Rehoboth. So again, both teams pretty evenly matched coming into tonight. It's early in the season, and we always expect great things when these two teams hit the court because the rivalry factor is always sky high. Not quite Durfee, New Bedford, but Somerset Berkley and Durfee, it's right up there. So it's going to be a great night. Stick around. We have the opening ceremonies now on the court. We're going to turn it down to the public address announcer.
And now for the starting lineups for your Somerset Berkley Raiders. And guard number 5, Liam McDonald. And guard number 2, Chase Stafford. And guard number 0, Justin Kearns. And forward number 23, Captain Alex Rodricks. And at forward number 35, Captain Noah Novak. And the Raiders are coached by Bob Slater. Now, ladies and gentlemen, at this time we ask that you please rise as we honor America with the playing of our national anthem.
Just about ready to get things going here at the new Somerset Berkley gym. Great to be here again in this new school. It is spectacular, and we're really looking forward to tonight. It's our first look here on Fred TV of the boys team over at Durfee. We'll run down the Durfee starters quickly. Nick Salmon, number 5, number 13, Isaiah Morency, number 14, Joe Camara, number 25, Tyshawn Lopes, and number 30, Brendan White. To the basket is Nick Salmon, and the putback is good. Puts his own back after the no-go. That's a quick 2 for Durfee. We're underway. 8-minute quarters here in high school hoops. Had the Durfee girls home opener last week, and now here we are at Somerset Berkley, just across the bridge. There is number 2, Chase Stafford. He gives it to Alex Rodriguez. It's tipped out of bounds, and it'll be Hilltoppers ball. This is actually my second trip here to the new school this year. We came for opening night football when Durfee visited Somerset, and that's out to Brendan White in the corner. It's going to be in and out of the rim, no good. Going for the long ball early on for Durfee. That is good. Chase Stafford puts it in. Blue Raiders are on the board. Feed to Joe Camara. They go underneath, looking for White, goes out of play. That was Lopes with the pass. Camara will inbound. We'll fake it. Lopes is open in the corner. Thought about a quick three. Gonna send it back out to Salmon. Thought about three for a second. 15 on the shot clock. He'll let the offense reset. Going underneath. Coming back out with Lopes to get it back to Salmon. 6 on the shot clock. Travel called on Salmon. And that is the turnover there for Durfee. Somerset will get it back. Number 0, Justin Kearns, will inbound it to Stafford. Crosses the center court emblem there, getting out to Rodriguez. And that is Liam McDonald. Takes a 3, didn't really even jump at it, just kind of lofted it. Still got some good air on it, but it was no good. Brendan White taking it back the other way for Durfee. Looking for Salmon to the corner. Joe Camara with it. Back to Salmon. Has an open 3. This would be for 3, and he knocks it down. (5-2) the score here after 2 minutes play. See the scoreboard there, top right of your screen. Trying to penetrate there was McDonald. Ends up backtracking. He'll find Kearns. Back to McDonald. A long 3. He hits it. Tied at 5. Lopes and Salmon trading possession there now to White in the corner. White trying to drive the lane. He is stripped. But I think we're going to have our first foul of the game. It looks like it might be on Stafford. And it is indeed on Stafford. First foul of the night for either side. Stafford will take it. And White will shoot 2 at the line. And he misses the first off the back of the rim. Try to make it a 1-for-2 trip. He does sink the second one there, nothing but net. Of course, the Hilltoppers coached by Jamison Guimond. The Blue Raiders coached by Robert Slater. Another pull-up 3. That one is a little short and wide to the right. I'll tell you too, we got a packed house you see on your screen as well. I mean, this is not the biggest gym in terms of seating, not like the field house over at Durfee, but Lopes with the pull-up 3. Camara gets the rebound, gets it back twice, still with the ball, can't put it in. Second and third effort defended well by the Blue Raiders. There's a long 3, in and out. There for the rebound was Nowak, but couldn't handle it. Camara gets a good feed. He's going to the basket, and it rolls off the rim. Salmon blocks it, loose ball, still kept by Stafford somehow. They go underneath, and it's lost. Pass intended for Nowak, the center. Milanera checking in for Durfee. He and his brother coming over from Bishop Conley. Nillen, a sophomore. Chathan, a senior. Nillen was on the Durfee soccer team this year, won the Big 3. And Chathan was on the football team here in his senior year, again coming over from Conley to be a Hilltopper. Salmon wants 3. That one was long. Fighting for the ball, Milanera and Alex Rodriguez. The result was a jump ball, and it was Somerset's possession, so next one will go to Durfee. They inbound to Stafford. And it's a steal. Salmon, the feed underneath to White, lays it up. So far, Salmon and White doing the job for Durfee. They accounted for the 8 points halfway through this first quarter already. Boy, time does fly. I mean, I said this in the last game that we did on Fred TV, and after doing soccer and girls volleyball and football, these 8-minute quarters go by in the blink of an eye, let me tell you. Another strip. It's going to be Somerset ball, though. As it went off of Meera, who was trying to corral it. Rodriguez back to Kearns. He finds McDonald. McDonald directing traffic, going one-on-one with Lopes. Lopes has been covering very well. And a shot clock violation. So good Durfee D right there to get the ball back. Forcing the turnover, the loss of possession there. Lopes looking to drive the lane. Gets his rebound back, then has it stripped. Stafford dug it out, trying to get across. Look at that. That was impressive right there, folks. Down to the knee, and he still kept the dribble going. Otherwise, he would have been called on a travel. Outstanding there by Stafford. And now the Hilltoppers get the ball back. The whistle was blown. They're not putting the numbers up for who committed the fouls, but I believe that was 35 for Somerset. Meera takes the long shot. And another whistle here. One foul for the Hilltoppers. And I believe that one was on Lopes. So Stafford, he hands it off to Rodriguez. Rodriguez in the paint, banks it off the glass, his first basket of the game. So 10-5, a long shot here. It's good from downtown. Lopes hitting it deep. Says 11-7 on the board. After that three-pointer. And now the Hilltoppers with another foul. So inbounding will be Kearns. Just over 2.5 to play in the first quarter. It's an 11-7 Durfee lead here. And Coach Guimond questioning here. I think he wanted Brendan White to be able to check in. He's going to have to wait. Good feed underneath to Rodriguez. He puts it in for two. It's a 2-point game again. Salmon will take it out now. His brother Hunter in the game now as well, number 31. Passing out to Meera, now to the corner. That's A.B. Mendrano just into the game. Nillen gets it back. Mendrano wants three. He'll sink it from outside. Seeing a lot of threes early from both sides, but more so for Durfee. 3 of them for the Hilltoppers, 1 for the Blue Raiders. Trying to do the old bank shot there was Liam McDonald. He drove the lane well, but couldn't put it in. Foul on Stafford. Here in the back on the transition. That is already Stafford's second foul. We see one of the Blue Raiders getting ready to check in. That's Eric Hermano. And I would imagine he's probably going to come in for Stafford. Kearns waits, showing good patience. He gets the basket. Salmon getting the feed. 5 points early on for the Durfee senior, going deep to Brendan White, and he is stripped, and I believe we got a foul coming against him. The foul, I should correct myself, the foul is against the Blue Raiders. It'll send White to the line. This is his second trip. And the first one's good. Makes it a 4-point Hilltoppers lead. Salmon will take a seat, most likely for the rest of this first quarter. We got 92 seconds before the mid-quarter break. White, perfect that trip from the line, 3 for 4 in the game. He's got 5 points. And Stafford will take it across center court, runs into traffic, loses the ball, but I think we got a foul. We do. The foul is on the Hilltoppers, number 20, Tyrone Watkins. Durfee's third. Watkins first. Of course, he just checked in, so he hasn't seen as much playing time as the starters. Stolen by Watkins, so he makes up for it. Good passing. Kamara back to Nera. Nera drops it in. Says thank you very much. And now timeout called by Coach Slater. 7-point Hilltoppers lead. 18-11 the score with 1:15 on the clock as the Blue Raiders cheer squad hits the court during the timeout. Now you may notice on that Durfee bench, another familiar face, at least for those who have watched Fred TV in the past. Former Conley Cougar player and coach. You see him in the blue shirt there, just off to the right. Matt Kurt coming back to Fall River after playing for Conley. He's the all-time points scorer for Conley, all-time leader. He coached the Cougars to a state title. Can you believe this? 4 seasons ago already. It was March 2013 when we were at the Garden for that championship game. He moved on to King Philip Regional for a couple seasons, wanted to move up to a higher division, the Hockomock League, which is one of the toughest around. And now back in Fall River, coaching here under Coach Guimond. So 2 good friends, 2 good coaches for the Hilltoppers on that bench. You see Coach Kurt getting up too. He is one of the most, he certainly takes after longtime Cougars coach Billy Shea in terms of the energy on the sidelines. And Coach Guimond and I were talking about that before the game, and he said, you know, he's one of the most excitable coaches around. So even Jameson giving credit to Matt Kurt there for his energy and, you know, wanting the kids to feel the energy. And he's the biggest cheerleader. I always said that when he was with Conley, that, you know, the 6th man is the student crew. Well, Matt Kurt is the 6th man when he's coaching. The crowd is just the added bonus. Always fun to watch. Another long pass for Durfee. They're moving the ball well. That's going to be a long pass, so Kamara could not get there. Turnover for the Hilltoppers. We come up on the final 60 seconds in this first quarter between the Hilltoppers and the Raiders. Stafford with the handoff there to Nick Medeiros just into the game. And a travel called on Medeiros. Actually, honestly, I thought we were going to see a foul there. There was contact, and I think Coach Slater thought so as well. And now the official coming down. Outside, looking for 3 in and out. Hunter Salmon there for the rebound. Nera trying to put it in. There was contact, no foul that time. Well defended by Rodriguez. Stafford, little jumper, a la Kevin Garnett. No good there. Watkins to Kamara. Kamara turns it over. Does he keep it in bounds? Let's see. Oh, we got a foul coming, actually. The Hilltoppers getting hit with a foul here. Inbounding is Hermano. He finds Stafford. Stafford, does he go out of bounds or are we going to get a foul? Kamara's got a grin on his face, and it looks like he's getting the foul. He does get the foul. Durfee's 5th. Stafford was very close to going out of bounds before that foul. So the foul actually saved him. Rodriguez stripped. Another foul coming. Been the longest 60 seconds of the game here. Stopping constantly with the fouls. Durfee now at 6. 10 seconds in this first quarter. Rodriguez will shoot 2. He was in the process of going to the basket when that foul came, so he'll get to go to the line. And the first one is short. Actually, the first trip to the line, despite Durfee having the 5 previous fouls, this is only the first one that has sent Somerset to the line, if you can believe it. So 1 for 2. They get one back. 18-12 is the score, not the year, the score. Joe Camara with the ball, passing it. They get it to the corner. 3 seconds, a long 3. Buzzer beater, knocked down by Watkins to end the first quarter. 9-point lead for the Hilltoppers at the end of 1. Second quarter coming back right after this quick timeout. And to start this second quarter, the Hilltoppers will have possession. Inbounding the ball will be Tyshawn Lopes after Durfee ended that first quarter with a bang, a buzzer beater 3 by Watkins right there. We just passed it now to Nilanera. That was blocked away, out of bounds. The pass was to Morency. Durfee will inbound. Good job by Garrett Cardoza for the Blue Raiders. Stick his hand in there. Out to Lopes. Lopes open. He'll take the shot. He'll knock it down. A bevy of 3s early on for the Hilltoppers. They keep the trend going here to start the second quarter. They've doubled up on the point total for Somerset Berkley. It's 24-12 Durfee. And so far, just by my count, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 from downtown, they've actually knocked down more 3s than they have field goals, if you can believe that. There's your lopsided stat of the night so far. Stafford going to the line. Hilltoppers with their 7th foul, so now SB into bonus. 1-1 for Stafford. Hits the first. He'll get to take a second shot. And he'll knock him down. So both are good. That's stolen by Stafford. Errant pass by Watkins that time. He was going to the corner. I think he was looking for Nilanera. Stafford gives it up to McDonald. McDonald now to Medeiros. Back to McDonald it goes. 12 on the shot clock. They steal the ball. Lopes with it. Has help on the other side. He goes to the basket himself. Can't put it up. Ball is still loose. And I think we're going to have another foul called on Stafford. We'll see what happens here, but he had his hands in there. The official had a quick word with him. And it is on Stafford, and by my count, at least for Stafford, he's already got 3. It's the team's 5th foul, but he's got 3, and he's probably going to have to, actually he did sub out from what I'm seeing. Yep, he did. Don't want to chance him fouling out too soon. He's one of the starters for Blue Raiders. Durfee. So a bit of a slow start. We've seen some sloppy play here, some turnovers, a couple fouls. The big story, I'd say, for Durfee is the offense turning around. Coach Guimond told me before the game that the offense has got to be more consistent. They did very well against Bishop Feehan, which, you know, with all due respect to Durfee, was a little shocking. Durfee hadn't beaten Feehan in 6 or 7 seasons. It was a 13-game skid against Bishop Feehan. So the fact that they won on the road on opening night was very impressive. And then they lost to East Providence. Couldn't really get much done. They only netted 47 points against East Providence. They lost by 4, but Coach Guimond said they were never really in it from an offensive standpoint. So the offense tonight looking much better, at least. And it's a good thing the three-pointers have gone down, because that's really what the difference is. Medeiros will turn around. Head back up the court. Waits for the offense to reset again here. Stripped. Salmon will take it in the air. They pass. It's an errant pass for Salmon. Kearns will take it. They turn back around down the court. Thought of 3 instead. Throws it away. Back-to-back-to-back turnovers. Who wants the ball? Going for 3. That was Lopes. It's short. Blue Raiders will take it back again. Medeiros gets stripped. Underneath there was Garrett Cardoza. And a foul coming will put him at the line. It's on Nilan Nera. This will be Durfee's 8th foul. And the first free throw from Cardoza is no good. This is an automatic, too, because he was in the process of going to the hoop. So not a 1-and-1 situation. He was taking the shot when he was fouled. So automatic 2 shots. He missed the first. He does hit the second one. Now quick sub here for SB. Cardoza will come out. Rodriguez back into the game. Salmon inbounding to Camara, who's met double teamed. He skips by. Tipped pass. Morency tips it back to Camara. Outside to White. He'll reset around the arc. Takes the open shot. Nothing but net. And White is your game's leading scorer right now with 8 points. Kearns has it roll in and out of the rim. It was halfway down when it came out. Lopes, a little pull-up jumper in the paint. He sinks the 2 points. He now has 8 points. And Coach Slater wants timeout. 29-15 is the lead. It's a 14-point lead for Durfee, the largest of the night. 5:01 to play in this first half. Second quarter going by a little bit slower than the first quarter did, and that's really thanks to all the fouls and a couple timeouts and so on and so forth. So things happening a little slower here. See both teams in the huddle, getting the message. Quick one for the Raiders, actually. I expected them to stay in the huddle a little bit longer, but instead they actually break first. They will inbound. It'll be Hermano doing the honors. Find Medeiros will be the playmaker here. Back to Hermano, quick passing. A travel called on Rodriguez. And Durfee will get the benefit of the turnover. Lopes will take it out. Salmon back in here. He was out for a little while. Stripped. Taken back by Medeiros. 2-on-2. Finds Kearns. Kearns to the basket. And 1 for the foul. Kearns' first basket since the first quarter. Early in the first quarter, might I add. And he will try to make it a 3-point play here. is Durfee's 9th foul. And that is no good. The rebound, though, to Daniel Babb, and the Blue Raiders will keep it. So they actually get the benefit of that. Three-pointer, good by McDonald, his 2nd of the game. He's got 6. It's a 9-point lead now for Durfee. After 5 straight points there for Somerset Berkley, Hunter Salmon loses it momentarily. Lopes gets it back. Joe Camara will try to drive the lane. He'll pull up and drop it in there for 2. And that is Camara's first points of the game. 4 minutes to play before the half. Hermano stripped right into the hands of Hunter Salmon. He'll get it to Brendan White. White pulling up for 3 again. In and out. Hermano with the rebound. Trying to steal it was Lopes instead. Medeiros able to cut it. Pulls up for 3. No good. Tipped into the hands of Babb, and he'll put it in for 2. Pace picking up a little bit here at the Somerset Berkley gym. Both sides transitioning very well here on possessions. Camara thought of 3, but was met quickly by Hermano. Salmon gets it back to Camara, takes a step, 12 on the shot clock. Back to Salmon inside the arc, a little floater, high arcing for 2. And that's his first basket since the first quarter. He has 7 points on the night. Salmon tips it away. The ball is loose. We will have a jump ball. Heck of a job there by Salmon to force the ball loose. Somerset Berkley will inbound. Another foul called, and it'll be a 1-and-1 here. In and out of the rim, no good for Coach Slater is hot right now. Coming onto the court, full board. I took my eye off the action for 1 second to score that last 1-and-1, and he was not happy. Oh, you know why? It was the 10th foul for Durfee. It was not the 9th. The 9th was already, it was the 10th. So this should be, it should be 2 shots as far as I'm concerned here. From what I'm seeing, it should have been 2 shots. So that was the 2nd shot, which is good. Medeiros hit that one. So the first was not good. The 2nd was good. It's a 10-point lead. Salmon. Oh, that was pretty. Over the shoulder. Medeiros will take it. Trying to get by Vargas, doing a nice job there. And that's going to be a foul on the Hilltoppers. Might have been Hunter Salmon. I believe it was. So that's the 11th foul for Durfee. We really only count up to 10, despite what the board is showing you. So here's your free throw shot there. A free throw angle. Stafford will shoot 2 again. Actually, it was Medeiros a moment ago. So Stafford, this is his 2nd trip to the line. He had a 1-and-1 earlier this quarter, now an automatic 2. And he hits him. Back to a 10-point lead. Salmon with it. Nice little spin move, loses it for a second, goes out of play. Somerset ball. Rodriguez with it. Underneath pass. Banked off the glass. Blocked by Morency. A quick transition 3 for Somerset Berkley. They can't knock that down. The Durfee D came up big right there. White gets the ball. Floating it to Morency. Morency has contact. He's shooting 2. I believe the foul was on McDonald. This would be the 6th foul for the Blue Raiders. Morency gets on the gets in the books here with some points. It's his first opportunity for points. It's here at the free throw line. He hits the first one. We'll see if he can make it a 2-for-2 trip. That's going to be well short. That one off the front of the rim. So 1 for 2 on that trip. Quickly transitioning down. Stafford with it. Almost a travel there. He took a little stutter step before the ball came out of his hands. Medeiros, well defended. He loses the ball. Lopes stripped it to the basket. Good for 2 and 1 for the foul. Lopes, a one-man band on that sequence right there. Stripping the ball down the court, gets the basket. Now a chance for a 3-point play. It is the 7th foul for Somerset Berkley. The +1 is good. Lopes having a very nice night. He has 11 points. Almost stolen again by Durfee. Should be Durfee ball. Indeed it is. Forced out of play. The errant pass. It's a 14-point lead for Durfee again. Under 90 seconds to play in this first half. Trying to break to the basket. Lopes rolls it in. He'll keep going. Guys having a heck of a second quarter, let me tell you. 10 points this quarter. And a foul coming. And by my count, actually, he is the only Hilltopper, or actually only player in the game with double digits. So Lopes having a fantastic night so far. 2 shots for Eric Hermano. He is not in the books at the moment. That one in and out, so 0 for 1 on the first. Kamara checking in for Nick Salmon, who will likely take a seat for the remaining 65 seconds of this first half. Hermano looking to knock down one, and it doesn't fall, so tough trip there for the Blue Raider. White with the rebound, feeding Morency underneath, and it'll go down. Underneath on this end. Hermano could not put it in, but getting fouled was Nowak. Officially, Durfee's 13th. Again, we usually stop counting at 10, but officially the 13th foul for Durfee here in this first half. 2 shots for Nowak. He too, with no points. He's actually one of the starters. He's the starting center. Takes the free throw. That one no good. So I'll tell you one thing, the free throw percentage has not been very good for Somerset, particularly over the last few opportunities that they've had. That one is good. And a foul now on the other end. For Somerset, tallying up here their free throws, they're only shooting 50% right now. Final 33 seconds here. White going to the line on the 8th foul for Somerset Berkley. First one is good. Second one no good. Morency keeps it inbounds, tipped out of play. Red ball, Nowak doesn't like it. Kamara was there, he will get the rebound. Or get to inbound, I should say. Lopes will get the ball, and the shot clock is off with 20 seconds to play in the half. Toppers will look to take the final shot in what was a very impressive first half of play. 10 on the clock. White drives the lane, will bank it in for 2. Last chance effort. Oh, off the glass by McDonald. Almost, let me tell you, that was very close. Very close. Just wide to the right and off the glass. Hey, there we are. Atop the gym here at Somerset. What a great first half. Very exciting back and forth. Fortunately for the home team, they're on the losing end of it at the moment. Durfee up by 20 points here, the largest lead of the night at the end of the first half. But nonetheless, the action was great on the court. Somerset Berkley just not getting some of the shots. The Durfee defense, which Coach Guimond told me was very strong early on, indeed, it has been very strong tonight, and I believe that's the difference. The offense has looked good, much better in the second quarter than in the first. For Somerset, I mean, they only had 3 field goals in that second quarter. The rest of their points came on free throws. They got to get the ball to the basket. They got to drive the lane more. So I'd say that's probably a key to the game, and I'm sure Coach Slater's got a couple other things he'd like to see the Blue Raiders do as well. Second half coming up next, so stick around. All right, the second half just about to begin here at Somerset Berkley Regional. Evan Massoud with you on Fred TV and here over at Somerset, the Somerset Berkley Regional's television program as well. Great to be here, as I said, in the new gym. It's been a lot of fun tonight. Maybe not so much if you're a fan of the home team. They trail by 20 points. The Hilltoppers defense has been stingy, to say the least, and the offense seems to have kicked it into high gear here in the second quarter. They really pulled away. It was a 25-point second quarter for Durfee, and that's why they're up by such a big margin. Game's leading scorers right now in double digits. We have Tyshawn Lopes and Brendan White, 13 and 11 respectively for Durfee. On the other side, your point leader for Somerset, Liam McDonald, with 7. We'll head back to the court here. Play begins. We switch sides, so Durfee will be on the right side shooting in front of their own bench. Somerset Berkley will be in front of their own bench on the left side. So we switch sides at the half. Going for 3 right out of the gate here in the second half. That was Lopes. Morency, the big, tall player there for Durfee, got the rebound. It's back out to Lopes, trying to drive the lane. Morency has it go out of bounds, and they lost the possession. Very exciting, though, to be here and inside the new school. Give you our first look of at the new Somerset Berkley. And that was stolen by the Hilltoppers. In and out it goes. An open shot from Mendrano, and it does not fall. And our first foul of this second half on Durfee as well. But I'll tell you, seeing the school and seeing stuff, the advancements in, say, technology and just how nice it looks in here. That Somerset did a great job on this place. It is beautiful. The hardwood court. Love the hardwood. The rubberized surfaces, just never something that I liked, but that's just a personal thing. Nothing against Durfee. There's a lot of courts like that, but you can't beat the hardwood at all. It's just fantastic. So this place, really state of the art. Very exciting to to be able to be here and bring you the sights from inside another school. Salmon misses on the first. This is his first trip to the free throw line. He had 9 first half points, including 1 big fly there from downtown. He 0 for 2, though, at the line was Salmon. The rebound there to Stafford. Stafford has 3 fouls by my count. Again, this is unofficial. We're upstairs and completely isolated from the scorer's table. So going based on my book, but I know from my count, Stafford had at least 3. So we're going to keep an eye on that because you don't want to lose, one of your starters too soon to foul. So we'll keep an eye on him. Meanwhile, the Toppers will get hit with their second foul. And Stafford will go to the line. This is his 3rd trip to the line tonight. He had a 1-and-1, which he sunk both, and then 2 shots as well. Now hitting that one. He's a perfect 5 for 5 so far at the free throw line. So looking good, at least at the line right now. Stafford, he now has 10 points after that one. The only Blue Raider into double digits. Wide open 3. White has it go long, and it will be Durfee ball. Rodriguez tried his best, and he could not get it. Salmon gets the inbound pass. That's going to be wide to the right, off the back of the glass. Put back by Morency. He could not let it go or get it to go. So the Blue Raiders will transition back. Rodriguez gets bumped. Another foul for the Hilltoppers. Coach Guimond will express his displeasure in that. That was Nilanera getting hit with the foul. Stolen by Stafford. Going over the top. Put back by Rodriguez. Looked like a little help from Durfee as well. Hilltoppers want timeout after what has been an 8-0 run to begin this second half for the home team. They've cut the lead to just 12. So Rodriguez there getting those last 4 points. The other 4 going to Chase Stafford. And there's your 8 points at the moment for the Blue Raiders to start this 3rd quarter. It's exactly what they needed. I mean, down by 20 is never a good thing. But you cut it back to 12 just like that in less than 2 minutes. Those are the kinds of runs that can be game changers. Durfee has got to limit the fouls. They already have 3. We've barely broken in this 3rd quarter. Morency blocked by Nowak right at the net. Rodriguez scooping it. They get it to Medeiros. Nowak wants it, and a travel called on Nowak. That's not the first time tonight he's been called on a travel. And Meera will inbound again. Salmon will get it. Back out to Morency in traffic. Meera free. He'll charge the lane. Underneath to, pardon me, that's Medrano. I want to say Camara. That's Medrano, number 15. First points for him since the 1st quarter. The Hilltoppers snap that 8-0 run for Somerset Berkley. Kearns blocked on the 3-point attempt. Put back by Rodriguez. He's got 11 for the game, 6 here in this quarter. And a bad pass by the Hilltoppers should result in Somerset ball, I believe. It does indeed. Kearns will inbound. Some real sloppy play by Durfee coming out of the half. They look so good in the 2nd quarter. They bounce it. Rodriguez through the hands to Stafford. Through the hands of the defenders. Stafford out to Nowak. Inside the arc, a little jumper for 2. his first field goal of the night. He's got 3 points. It's a 10-point game. Nilanera out of bounds. It should be Somerset ball. It is. The wheels falling off right now for the Hilltoppers. A total change of events here. Brendan White's going to take a seat. They'll bring in Watkins. The Hilltoppers do. Kearns will inbound. They pass through, and it's an errant pass right through the 5-hole. All the way across, out of bounds, and be a turnover. Durfee will get to inbound the ball. They'll actually have to do it from the exact same spot that Somerset attempted to, and Joe Camara will do the honors. Long pass is gonna be stolen. Not sure the thinking there. They had Watkins wide open underneath on the baseline, and they decided to airmail it, and that had disaster all over it. And now the Blue Raiders get possession again. Kearns with a quick bouncing pass to Nowak. Backcourt out of bounds. Durfee will have it. Camara will do the honors again. This time in the offensive zone. They'll back it up to Watkins. This time they decide to go to him. Salmon with pressure. They get to Nilanera in the corner. Nilan to Morency. Underneath, and that is going to be a travel on Morency. He too has been called on that a couple times. The big center for the Hilltoppers. He's going to take a seat, give way to Hunter Salmon, his counterpart. Nowak is out for the Blue Raiders as well. He's going to take a break. They brought in Bab. McDonald to Kearns. Kearns, you kidding me? From way outside. That was NBA range right there. Had plenty of distance on it, but just off the mark a little bit. They get it to Hunter Salmon. He'll go across to Nilanera. Stolen by Bab. Going to the basket. Can't put it in. Stafford gets it back to Bab. Pull-up jumper, no good. Camara can't keep it in bounds. Blue Raiders will inbound. Geez, what a wild 2 minutes here. And no points to show for it. Joe Camara going to take a seat. They'll bring back Lopes. Lopes, the leading point scorer in the game, still at the moment with 13 points. Bab gets the pass out to Stafford. He charges in at the baseline with the floater. Stafford puts it in for 2. He's got 12. Sorry, Stafford with 12. Stolen by Bab. They go to Rodriguez. He puts it in. 13 points for him, and it's just a 6-point game. Halfway through this third quarter, the Hilltoppers have been outscored 16-2. The comeback is on by the Blue Raiders. Let me tell you, they're doing everything right. So 12 points for Stafford, and now 13 points for Rodriguez. He's got 8 this quarter, tying up with Lopes for the game high individual points. One more basket, he'll surpass him. Now the Durfee 6-man is standing across the way. The Somerset 6-man below us is standing. So it's on here at the gym in Somerset. Long pass again. Hunter Salmon was who they were looking for. And it's going to be Somerset ball again. Coach Guimond wants a little explanation there. I mean, there was a lot of contact on Salmon. I think he was looking for a foul, but didn't get it. Let's go Durfee, the chant from the other side of the gym. Things getting heated here in Somerset. Now the Somerset 6-man, they have their ringleader, if you will, getting ready to start another chant on this side. Always fun to watch the crowd. It's a whole other game going on, basically. Durfee inbounds it. They pass down to Nick Salmon. Nilanera open. Blocked by Bab. He commits the foul, but still taking the shot away and forcing Nera to go for two. This will be Nilan's first trip to the free throw line, the second foul of the second half for the Blue Raiders. Durfee in desperate need of some points and to get into a bit of a rhythm here. He misses the first. Hilltoppers can't buy a basket right now. They too only hit about 50% from the free throw line, if that. A foul here on the shot. And it's actually a push on Hunter Salmon. So Hunter gets tagged with a foul, Durfee's fourth. They bounce it into Stafford. Salmon tips it away. Somerset will keep it. It went out of bounds. Morency coming back in. Hunter Salmon, that is, will take a seat. 3:51 to play in this third quarter. It's been a long third quarter. These first 4 minutes have been so many stoppages of play. Kearns looking for an open shot. Rodriguez gets the pass. Out of bounds. Durfee gets it back. Salmon wants it. He gets it. Puts a move on Stafford. Blocked by Bab again. Salmon down to the ground. Still on the ground, and a foul on the other end. Stafford's going to go to the line to shoot two, and Salmon is still not happy. Walking the other side of the court. Durfee's fifth foul here, and it's only the third quarter. Foul heavy right now. 2 points, or 1 point rather. Looking to make it two is Stafford here, and it would be a 4-point game if indeed this drops, and it does. 8 for 8 at the line is Stafford. He's got 14 points in the game, 8 this quarter. Salmon pulling up, short on the jumper. Nilanera gets the rebound. It went out to him. They'll send it out, looking for Watkins. It's stolen, out of bounds. Should be Durfee ball. It is. Nilanera coming out. White back in. And it'll be Watkins who will inbound the ball. Brendan White almost goes backcourt. Salmon out to Lopes for three. Off the rim. Rodriguez the rebound. Bab will take it. Out to Kearns. Another long three. Oh, in and out. Almost. Boy, does he like the outside shot. And I mean, we're talking like from another time zone. He doesn't line up at the line. He pulls up from NBA range more than not. A travel called on Salmon. And that's a turnover. In 5 minutes and 19 seconds, Durfee has only managed one basket here in this third quarter. They've seen what was a 20-point lead basically dissipate thanks to poor play. And I should say we credit Somerset too, because it's not just poor play from Durfee, it's also Somerset's quick turnaround. I mean, they just have second life. They look fantastic. Salmon hit with a foul there as well. 6th Durfee foul. I mean, Somerset looks like a totally different team, and Durfee can't buy a basket right now, and that's partly because of Somerset's defense, which has been just as good as Durfee was in the second quarter. Somerset has completely answered the bell here in this third quarter. A missed shot by Rodriguez. Lopes trying to forge ahead, finds Joe Camara underneath. Good for the basket, and one for the foul. And Durfee needed that, I'll tell you. basket is good. Camara looking for a three-point play here. And no shot. There was another foul. So the extra point there does not count, if you will. That's the and one will not count. 6-point Durfee lead with 2 minutes to play in the third quarter. Curran's looking for three. Can't get the three to fall. Actually, that was McDonald, my bad. That is Curran's. Thought about it. Nice passing. Going outside to Hermano. No good. Tips it back out to McDonald. He goes for another three. It's in and out. Salmon on the rebound. Have you ever? This has been a wild third quarter. Salmon gets it to fall. And he lets out a little cheer and fist pump of his own. Curran's going to the basket, and he'll go to the line. My, oh my, what a third quarter. Seventh foul for the Hilltoppers. This is an automatic 2, though, for Curran's. Again, in the process of shooting, so he was going to the basket. He gets the shot. He gets an automatic 2 shots. Hits the first. He'll try to nail the second. He had one other trip to the free throw line. That was in the second quarter. It was an and one. This was because of a foul here, going to the basket, and he gets the 2 points out of it. Lopes going through traffic, loses the ball. Timeout, Durfee. Talk about a quick timeout. My goodness, I thought that was going to be a jump ball or a travel or something called against Durfee there, but they were able to get the timeout just in the nick of time, literally. My goodness. Well, what can we say about this third quarter that hasn't been said already? Let's see. Well, I can tell you this. Somerset definitely has turned things around in terms of driving to the basket and getting easy layups and whatnot. They've done a great job with that. They struggled with that badly in the second quarter. Even in the first quarter, not so great. This third quarter, they've really made some adjustments there. They have 7 field goals. In addition, they are a perfect 6 for 6 at the free throw line. So they've done everything right. Durfee on the other side just managing 6 points in this quarter, and 4 of those points coming within the last, say, 60 to 90 seconds. So for a while there, as I said, I think it was like 5 minutes and 20 seconds or so, they had only managed the 1 basket. Hilltoppers have scored 4 since I said that. And now they have the ball here. White is blocked. White will go to the line for 2. Looking for his first points. I mean, the Blue Raiders have shut down Brendan White and Tyshawn Lopes, who really were the playmakers in that first half for Durfee. They had double digits for points. This is the first opportunity for points that Brendan White will have in this third quarter. He does knock it down. The first, he'll try to make it 2 for 2 at the line. So, I mean, the adjustments that Coach Slater talked about at the half, I'm sure the adjustments that needed to be made. The Blue Raiders got the message, I'll tell you, whatever that message was, because this has been a phenomenal third quarter for Somerset. Curran's pulls up. Almost losing it was Hermano. They get it to McDonald now. McDonald directing traffic. Lopes is there defending. Trying to gain some ground there. Back outside to Rodriguez. Underneath to Babb. He'll put it in for 2. It's a 6-point game again. 50 seconds to play in this third quarter. White has it tipped. Salmon can't get there. Babb called on a travel. Medrano for Durfee will inbound to Salmon in the corner. He's met by 2 defenders. He'll drive in the paint, and he goes down hard to the ground, but he does draw the foul and an automatic 2 shots. Foul starting to mount a little bit here for SB. This is their 4th. Durfee already at 7 again, so they're already already in a bonus here. Somerset will automatically go to the line from this point forward. So very foul heavy in this game is Durfee. Something they'll have to work on a bit. And that one almost bounced back out, but Salmon perfect in the trip to the free throw line there. 8-point game with 32 seconds to play. The shot clock is about a 7-second differential, so Blue Raiders can't just run it down. Brendan White steals it, trying to go to the basket, can't put it in. McDonald on the quick transition the other way. He is stripped, goes out of play with 17.2 to play in this third quarter. Looks like McDonald will do the inbounding, and Rodriguez is fouled by Medrano, it looks like. Indeed. 8th foul for the Hilltoppers, and this should be 2. I didn't see the officials signal, but I believe this is 2. Yes, Rodriguez was going to the hoop, but he misses that first one. Lucky for the reprieve, a 1-and-1. May have seen his trip to the line to end, depending on the rebounds. That's a cool shot there through the glass. Well, that one is good. So 1 for 2 on that trip. Brendan White getting the pass. Underneath, right through the hands and the legs of Isaiah Morency. And with 9.3 on the clock, the Blue Raiders have a chance to surpass the 50-point mark and grab the last shot here in the last baskets of the third quarter. Babb blocked, and they will not get the shot. Durfee doesn't get the shot off either. It's off the shot clock. My, oh my. What a third quarter. In fact, it was a 30-point. Let's see, 30. Nope, Evan can't add. A 23-point third quarter indeed for the Somerset Blue Raiders. Heck of an effort to climb back in this game. For Durfee, just a 10-point third quarter after netting 21 in the first and 25 in the second. Only 10 points in that third quarter. They lead it though, 56-49. I'll tell you right now, anybody's game. You don't want to go anywhere because this one is far from over. Been very exciting. Nobody's left, I can tell you that much. Looking down below us and across the way, no one's left. It's been a very exciting night here from Somerset Berkley. Final acts coming up here. Fourth quarter about to begin. Somerset Berkley will start with possession. And a whistle already. Stat of the third quarter, Lopes and Brendan White, a combined 2 points after combining for 24 points in the first half. So they were shut down by Somerset Berkley. The other side, after no points in the second quarter, Rodriguez with 9 in that third quarter for the Blue Raiders. Speaking of 9, the Toppers tagged with foul number 9, and at the line is McDonald. This is a 1-and-1. Misses. Babb with the rebound. It goes out of play. Morency steals it. Lopes is fouled, trying to go coast to coast, if you will. Maybe half coast to coast. Fifth foul for the Blue Raiders. And inbounding will be Medrano. Right to Lopes. Salmon underneath to Medrano. They lose it. Picked up. Taken by the Blue Raiders. Stafford with a quick pull-up three in the corner. It's short off the glass. Rodriguez to Hermano to Babb for 2. 5-point game. A turnover thanks to the foul. It's Durfee's 10th foul. Medrano, the latest victim. And now an automatic 2 shots the rest of the way for Somerset Berkley. Stafford will head to the line. He is 8 for 8 at the free throw line tonight. Actually, my bad, and the officials caught themselves as well because it happened back here in the backcourt before they crossed into the offensive zone. So no trip there. It was an offensive foul for Durfee. Stafford will have to do it the hard way. The pull up in the paint, little jumpers off the front of the rim. Salmon with an acrobatic rebound right there. One of the net, and he is fouled. This should be Somerset's 6th. It is. And Salmon back to the line. He is 2 for 4, so 50% for him, but he hit his last 2 shots. 13 points for him, 13 points for Lopes, 13 points for White. The Hilltoppers side. Salmon misses the first. We've tallied them up right now, about to tally up Somerset as we go along here. Second one drops for Salmon, so he now has 14. 14 on the other side for Stafford. No points this quarter, though. And 14 for Rodriguez. No points this quarter either for him. Nilanera looking for a 3-ball, and it's off the rim. Morency trying to get there. And it is red ball. Brendan White got it to deflect off of Hermano for possession. Out to Salmon. Thought of going for it, could not. A long 3 from the far side. That was Lopes, no good. And that's another thing that Somerset has limited big time of the outside shots for Durfee. They had a bevy of them in the first half, none in the second half. White trying to get rid of that stat, and he does. 16 points for White, your game high so far with that 3-pointer, much needed for Durfee. 9-point game with 6:10 to play. Blue Raiders on the left break the huddle. Durfee getting a couple last words in. And they're ready to break as well. Stafford will lead the charge. He gives it off to McDonald. McDonald passing back. They trade possession. Back and forth they go. Good coverage there by Lopes. Down to the corner, out of bounds it goes. It's red ball. It went off of Kearns. It deflected. It sure looked like it from up here. I mean, we're not as close, but it sure looked like it. Kearns going for 3. No good. White holding the ball. Jump ball is called. And it should be Durfee ball. It is. Lopes gets the inbound pass. They bounce it to Watkins. I'm sorry, that's White this time now. Off the back of the rim, Meera can't get there. Ball is loose on the ground. Meera picks it up. Lopes has it. Out to Nick Salmon, a quick 3. Back of the rim, no good. White tips it to Meera. Meera can't get it to fall, but he gets his rebound. The putback, no good. Meera trying to keep it. Coming out of the pile is McDonald. What a move put on White to the corner to Kearns. Underneath, Babb trying to put it in. Cannot. Rodriguez is there. Ball comes loose. Kearns outside. He'll reset play. McDonald uncovered for 3. Lopes to White, to Meera, back to White. In the paint, stripped. And the whistle. And the reaction is amazing when a foul is called and nobody likes it. Everybody goes to their knees. And every team does it. It's not just what Somerset doing it. Every team does it. Brendan White at the line. Misses the first. It was the 8th foul for Somerset. Oh, and Coach Slater actually called a timeout there in between free throw shots. So wants to make sure they get a good look on the rebound attempt here. And that's about it. That was a real quick timeout. Wow, how about that? I don't know if our cameras caught all of that, but my goodness. One of the cheerleaders going 14 tumbles down the court. White nails the second one, so no rebound situation necessary. Let's go Durfee chant from the other side. That'll surely spark the Somerset side as well. To the corner to Hermano. He wants 3. That is going to be short. Lopes in transition for Durfee. Puts a nice move there. Going to the far side. They'll bounce it to Nick Salmon in the corner. Salmon out to Brendan White. White sets up for 3. Off the glass. Meera is there for the putback. And the Hilltoppers have a 9-point lead. Curran's outside shot. No good. Meera got the rebound. I think they're calling a foul on him. Durfee sideline not happy now. So the exact opposite of what we just saw moments ago on the foul against Somerset on this side. Same thing on the other side. Same reaction. So what did I tell you? Everybody does it. Nobody likes the fouls. It's part of the game. 2 shots for Rodriguez. The first one does fall. Let me tell you, this second half has been much longer than the first half. We're not even halfway through this fourth quarter. Both shots good by Rodriguez. 63-56, Durfee holding the lead. Meera unguarded underneath, and he can't put it in. He missed the shot. Those things will kill a coach every time. An open shot, and it doesn't fall. Rodriguez puts it in for 2. He now has 18 points, leading all scorers. It's a 5-point game again with 3:40 to play. Lopes knocks that one in off the glass. He's got 15. And this play's getting loud now. We're coming down to the wire. I told you guys in the open, you watching at home, that this may not be like Durfee, New Bedford, but it's right up there. Durfee and Somerset don't like each other. It's always been that way. And you can bet that both sides want this one bad in the early goings this season. Hermano gets the inbound to Rodriguez, who is fouled and will go back to the line again. Another 2 shots. Another foul for Durfee. This being their 12th. That puts them up to about 25 fouls for the night. Again, we usually only officially count up to 10 in each half, because once you get to 10, it's an automatic 2 shots anyway. We're more focused on after 10, the personal fouls, like not the team total, but where each player stands individually, because then they can foul out. But the scorekeeper here not keeping, or that's not being put up on the board, so we're hard to see the numbers when the officials go to the scorer's table. Lopes, and it goes in. and one for the foul. And the scoreboard is actually incorrect. I believe it said, I think the scoreboard operator actually put the wrong foul up, so that was the 9th. That shot is missed. Long three, in and out, no good. Brendan White having a heck of a game. A whistle is blown. 67-59 the score, and that's accurate. It said 65-61, but the scorekeeper put up the wrong score. 67 after that basket from Lopes. 67-59, the missed and one. And now White at the line after the 10th foul for Somerset. And White sinks the first. Been to the free throw line. Let's see, this is the 6th time. Perfect on that trip. He is 9 for 12. Nice night at the line for Brendan White. 10-point Durfee lead with just under 3 to play. And that will fall in. Timeout, Somerset. I believe that was Stafford putting that one in again. I looked down for a moment here. Keeping score at the same time. So timeout for Coach Slater with 2:46 to play in the game. You see him right there on your screen with the Blue Raiders going over some plays here. Somerset cut this to as much as I believe it was a 4-point game, as close as they had gotten, and now it's back up to an 8-point game after that last basket, and time ticking away. That last foul on where it sent Brendan White to the line, it was the 10th for Somerset. So both sides will automatically go to the line now on any more fouls. And we have the rest of the way. It'll be an automatic 2 shots for both sides. Salmon with a great feed to Morency underneath, and he gets it to fall. Little gravitational pull there. Thank you very much, says Morency. And a travel called on Hermano. Turns it back over to Durfee. Crested over 70 points with that last basket. I mean, you can't, take your foot off the accelerator, but if you're Durfee with a 10-point lead right now, if I'm the Hilltoppers, I slow things down a bit and make Somerset foul me. Stafford uncontested to the basket, and I think we'll see that too unless it gets really close, like, say, a 2-possession game. Right now, an 8-point game. I don't think you'll see the Hilltoppers intentionally fouling. I think they'll give the lane a little bit. 2 minutes to play, so there is a lot of time, but it can tick away rather quickly if Durfee uses the whole shot clock to their advantage like they are right now. 14 seconds on it. A pull-up jumper will be no good. Morency is fouled. And he will go to the line for 2. He is 1 for 2 tonight. Durfee's next game will be at home Friday, just before the Christmas holiday. They will host Bishop Conley at the Luke Urban Fieldhouse. It's the home opener for Durfee. This is the 3rd straight game on the road to start the year for Durfee. Almost like a home game, but still on visitors' turf, but not far from home at least. First free throw is good. For Somerset, they will travel Wednesday to Holbrook, and then come back home after Christmas on the 28th, where they will rematch against Apponequet, team that they lost to on opening night. So that's kind of the road ahead right now. Stafford with the jumper, and it rolls all the way around the rim. It falls off. On Fred TV, we plan on being at Durfee Friday for the boys' home opener following this game against Conley. That was long by Watkins, 90 seconds to play. Hermano wants three, no good. That one also an air ball, as they say. Brendan White double teamed the pass to Watkins as we roll up on this 60-second mark. White is fouled with 1:10 to play, and the lead 73-63 for the Hilltoppers. It ought to be real interesting as well for Durfee to see to have Chethan Nera, Nilan Nera, and Coach Kurt on the Durfee sidelines playing against Conley next, like I said, on Friday night for the boys' home opener. That ought to be an interesting thing, a little bit of a definite change. It's going to be strange for the Cougars fans that come across to Durfee. Foul on Durfee. It'll be 2 shots now for Somerset. Two shots for Rodriguez, who will look to add to his total tonight. He has 19 points. Make it 20. Brendan White, though, not far behind. In fact, Brendan White with 21 after that last trip to the free throw. Rodriguez can tie him right here. He will. I'll tell you, Rodriguez has had a heck of a second half. Very, very impressive. 16 points in this second half. We're under a minute here. The lead still at 10. Lopes going for the 3 ball. Got it! And just like that, Lopes with 20 points in the game. Rodriguez trying to put it back, cannot. Shot clock is off. 30 seconds to play, actually 25 now. Nick Salmon looks like they're just going to let the clock run out here. Durfee fans very excited on that far side. 2 big road wins on a 3-game road trip to start the 2016-2017 season. Hilltoppers win it in Somerset, 78-65. So, if you stayed with us the whole game, I'll tell you, it came down to the wire a little bit. More so in the third quarter. What a comeback, though, put on by Somerset in that third quarter. To come out of the half knowing you're down by 20 and hold Durfee to just 10 points in that third quarter. Very impressive. Unfortunately, it fell just a little bit short. The fourth quarter, Durfee was able to close the door, and it was really the resurgence of Lopes and White for Durfee because they were held to just 2 points combined in that third quarter. They came back with a vengeance in the fourth quarter and did a great job. Hey, on the other side, Alex Rodriguez, Chase Stafford, looking really strong in the second half. They had good turnarounds for Somerset. This 1-2 record, it's going to go up from there. They're going to do just fine this season. Durfee, with the win, they do improve to 2-1. They're going to have a good season, I'm sure. They've looked good in their first 3 games. Bit of a fluke in East Providence, but it was still only a 4-point game, so they could very easily be a 3-0 team right now. They'll face Conley on Friday. Somerset will head to Holbrook on Wednesday. So thanks for tuning in. This has been a lot of fun. We're glad we were able to do this. A nice, collaboration again with the Somerset Berkley Regional Television Studios here and with Fred TV over in Fall River. So signing off now from the Somerset Berkley Gym, Evan Massoud. We'll see you soon.